Okay, hi guys, welcome back. I am so excited for this project vlog. I have been speaking about making these socks for my in-laws for literally the longest time, and I love knitting socks. It's so much fun. And I've never knit with cables before, but I've been seeing quite a few knit socks with cables on them, and oh my god. So we're gonna try and incorporate some cables into these socks. So we're going to spend a little bit of time at first with my notebook, and I'm going to map out some cables. Okay, so that was a bit of a mission, a few redesigns, but this literally is not going to make sense to anyone else. But I have a little picture of maybe where the cable is going to be placed, and I draw this little circle, and I made the like quadrants of the sock so I can map out where like the cables were going to be, because I wanted like a big section at the front here and then kind of smaller sections at the back. Anyway, so that makes absolutely no sense to anyone else except me, but I think we have an idea now. I'm gonna get started casting on. I'm not too sure what yarn to use. I'm gonna show you guys some options. So these first yarns I literally bought for this project, but I'm kind of hating them. I don't know. I'll link the name here. I got them from Morris and Sons in Sydney. I think it's called Regia. The Regia sock yarn, and I'm not even sure. I'm knitting it with the smallest needles I have, which I've always made socks on. It's my 2.25 millimeter needles, and it's still, the fabric is like, the fabric isn't dense. It doesn't look nice. It looks scrappy and incomplete. I don't even know how to explain it. I started knitting this yesterday and I literally unraveled it. I was so frustrated. So here's the, maybe just tell me if I'm being delusional. This is the cuff that I made for the sock, and when I stretch it out you can just see so much of my fingers underneath. It just doesn't look nice. Even this part looked even worse when I started knitting in just like regular stockinette, or like knitting in the round. It just looked so uneven, and I know I'm stretching it right now, but this is the second time I've tried to knit a sock with this yarn. Again, the first time I got so frustrated and I unraveled the whole thing. But what do I do with this this much sock yarn? It's like a wool and nylon blend. I did make a scrunchie from it, which I love. I love the scrunchie. Here she is. I did some really cool color work, and I'm really proud of that. And it kind of looks okay here. I'm not too sure why the gauge looks a bit better. I use the same needles. I was not vibing with it. I could tell I was going to hate it. So I thought best to stop here and change the yarn, and also change the stitch count. Like those seem massive. Like that is a really big sock. I'm gonna have to find another project for this sock yarn that's not socks, because I'm pretty sure it's quite hard to find a needle size smaller than 2.25, and I'm not sure I want to knit on something smaller than that anyways. The next option is a slightly more tan colored wool. I have used this to knit a pair of socks previously, and I love these socks. These are so gorgeous. This is a Omnia pattern by Stone Knits. I adore these socks so much. This is option number 2. Last option is I have another wool blend yarn that I have some scrap of, which is this lovely light grey. It's so soft. I love how this one feels, and I knit the Mew top in it, and I love it. It was so gorgeous. I knit that with 4 or 4.5 millimeter needles, so dropping down to 2.5 would be a really big change. I'm not too sure if this yarn is going to be a bit too thick for that. So hard. Okay, I think we're gonna try this first, and if I hate it, we'll just unravel and do it again. Okay guys, so I quickly knitted up the tiniest little swatch so I could see what these stitches were gonna look like. But yeah, let's cast it on. guys, the next morning I got a little bit of knitting done last night while at a brewery playing some trivia, and kind of finalized the design. Now it's really starting to appear. It's looking so cool. This is actually my first time knitting cables, so it's very exciting and very addictive to kind of watch them pop out. Yeah, so we're a decent way through that first sock. Today's a bit of a boring day, which means lots of time for knitting. Soon we'll be going to run some errands, doing some grocery shopping. I might take this with me and sit in a little cafe for a bit, but just wanted to give you guys a quick update on how the design is looking. It's coming out almost pretty much exactly how I envisioned it, which is really cool. And I'm so excited to continue working on this, so let's knit for a little bit. It's been a few days since I last came on here with an update. It was a long weekend, so my partner and I went camping, and I did do a bit of knitting while I was there, but I did not record. Here is the current state of the sock. While I was on that trip, I was able to do the heel flap and then the short rows to shape the heel there, and I've just picked up all the stitches again and I'm knitting in the round. So yeah, I'm very satisfied with the progress so far. I'm really excited to keep on knitting. It was a little bit confusing. I wasn't too sure what to do now that I've picked up stitches to like go along the side of the heel. I wasn't sure what kind of pattern to do, but hopefully it trails on kind of nice as well, and we'll start to see it like emerge as we keep on knitting. They stretch out really nice as well, like they look really tiny. Yeah, let's get to doing a little bit of knitting, and I think I'm going to run to the library after I sit here for a little bit. I really want to get a library card so I can download audiobooks for free. Biggest life hack, like why would anyone pay for audiobooks when you can just go to your local library? Okay guys, I was just about to go, but I tried on the sock and oh, look at this. Oh my god. Bit of an update on the sock. It looks so weird when no one's wearing it, but I promise it stretches out really nice when you actually put it on. So this is what it's looking like. I'm pretty sure now we're good to start decreasing for the toe. I might just quickly try them on and make sure. Okay guys, we have a sock. Finished the toe decreases. I'm having a little bit of regret. I'm kind of wishing that I did the cables a little bit further. I started doing them as soon as I started the toe decreases, and I'm not sure if other designs do that. It kind of makes sense, but also I feel like, yeah, I could have gone a bit further. I think it's gonna be okay because for the most part, the star of the show is gonna be the leg part. So I think we're ready to graft these stitches together and finish off this sock. So hopefully that won't take too long, and I'll have a final sock to show you today. Okay, that was a freaking success. Oh my gosh. And they feel so cozy and soft. I don't even mind how that little toe part looks with the cable stopping. It might actually be a bit more comfortable as well. Okay, well, we're going to cast on the next sock right away and get started making an identical pair to this one because I do want to get this pair. And then once that is done, we'll start finessing the pattern and getting it ready.